Hello everyone. So you know how 2021 was supposed to be a great year? Well, that's now in the garbage. And only the first week of 2021, we had several unreal things happen. And if you've been living under a rock, I'm here to catch you up, gamer. So, well, to start, a new variation of a worldwide pathogen spreading in New York, originating from the UK, with the first 50 New York cases already confirmed, has surfaced. This variation is a much more contagious one than before, so now it's more of a time to stay home as often as possible and wear a mask whenever you go out. Secondly, Donald Trump supporters have rushed the U.S. Capitol protesting against the president-elect win of Joe Biden, and unfortunately, Officer Brian Sicknick, Ashley Babbitt, Kevin Greeson, Benjamin Phillips, and Roseanne Boyland passed while either being an officer or a protester at the Capitol. And my condolences to their loved ones, and whether you are of either political party, we can all agree that this event was a tragedy, and to anyone who condones this is wrong, especially at the height of this pandemic, combined with the fact that most supporters were not wearing masks. I'm gonna move on now. Politics are dumb. So finally, we make it to the end of the Dream cheating saga, and if you don't know what happened, a couple of weeks ago a rumor came out that Dream cheated and his 4th place world record speed won, but finally, this YouTuber Carl Jobs has proven that Dream most likely cheated, if not definitely cheated. If you want a more in-depth look, I'll leave a video covering this topic in the description below. We have 2 more Dream controversies, one about him being doxxed and the other him cheating on his now ex-girlfriend. Let's start with the doxing situation. So it has come out that Dream has been publicly doxxed, and even if Dream did cheat, that's no reason to dox someone is undeniably wrong. In Dream's response to this, he stated that recently he was harassed by a group of individuals attempting to harass and expose Dream for being egotistical, and that Dream was an awful person at that. And whether someone is right-minded is obviously subjective to a person's views, in this case, and he also stated that regardless of that, no one deserves this in any manner, and this is a group of people attempting to release information about his family, him and his friends, and in the end, he states that obviously some things were true and some things weren't, right? And as for the cheating allegation, a couple of days ago, a person tweeted to state that they were Dream's ex-girlfriend and how when they were together, Dream cheated on her for multiple occasions, and in response, Dream posted a tweet longer. He states that around 3 years back, he got into a relationship with someone. This person was loving and caring, they shared some good memories, and how without her, he'd probably never be where he is today. And he states that she has borderline personality disorder, self-harm, and other issues at the time, but she was taking medication. But a few months after they moved in together, she wanted to get off her medication because she believed it was making her not herself. He tried his best to be supportive and discussed letting her. And after she stopped taking her medication, she became very unstable. Although at the beginning of the relationship she was wonderful, she started to get abusive, cheating on him for various occasions while she was unstable. He always did his best to help her and make sure that she was okay. He says he cared a lot about her and her well-being, and he does now, even if that time was one of the most challenging periods of his life. Recently, she's been flip-flopping on being positive or negative about Dream in public and private. She has stated many false things in the past, such as criminal allegations against Dream, for example, starving her and abuse, Many people have made opinions on him for the things she said, and as an explanation, she stated that she said these awful statements about Dream because she wanted them to like her for her, not for them to think about her as Dream's ex. And he later states that he does not condone saying hate to her, as she is suffering from mental issues and is currently in a horrible part of her life. He states that this is relevant to the doxing because she has been in contact with people who want to harm Dream and his family. He says that she has said things to hurt his career. Now he is surprised by this because the day before the tweet was made, she texted him wanting him back to get back together, and he thought they were finally on friendly terms. And he says he likes to see the best in everybody and views this as people taking advantage of a person with mental issues. And I agree, it is an awful act against Dream using a person with mental disorders. It's really disgusting, and you should never do that ever in your life. She also stated though that Dream doesn't care about YouTube and was going to quit next year. He confirms this as a lie, as he has been doing YouTube since he was 10, currently 21, and still is passionate about it. She states many false things about Dream's appearance, saying he catfished her when they started dating and that Dream is obese and stuff like that. And he states that this is easily provable as false, but she also does have leverage on him because she knows his face and could leak it online. And while talking about it, Dream stated that the only way to counteract this is to do a face reveal, but he won't give in. He also states that Dream has a contract with his friends, giving them revenue split of the channel and not allowing them to, say bad things about Dream. And if you think this is ridiculous, you're right. Dream responded by saying although he likes to spoil his friends, he will go on record and say that they do not get a revenue split of his channel, nor do they get paid for being in any of his videos. They have contracts, but that's just standard business contracts, And he's known Sapnap for about 9 years, and we've been best friends for most of it. He helps Sapnap and George with all of their videos, and they don't even They didn't even post on YouTube before he started YouTube, and they've been together since the beginning, and he loves posting them like brothers. Bad Boy Halo 2. Dream states that there's a video of her saying how much Dream is an amazing person, and honestly, I don't doubt it. She has mental issues, and that can result in impulsive behavior. I doubt she means what she's claiming about Dream. I believe she's being manipulated. If you plan on sending hate to her, don't. It's not gonna fix anything. He's a good person, and you should respect his request of not sending hate to her as a decent human being, and to respect him as well. That's all for this story. So, our next story is on the popular YouTuber, Call Me Carson. It's another serious story. Call Me Carson has been accused of committing a felony. This crime was getting nudes from a minor. Recently, MiniBorb on Twitter has accused Carson of grooming. As you can see on the screen, she's shown evidence/screenshots of their DMs. The evidence is stacking heavily against Carson, and not much later, Copycat on Twitter came out saying Carson groomed her as well. She provided screenshots, and as you can see here, Carson is telling her he wants to cut this out, and now he's sorry he let her on. Now he thinks it's a bad idea talking to her. After these accusations came out, members of the Lunch Club, a YouTube group consisting of Call Me Carson and other YouTubers, came out speaking on the situation. Jay Schlatt came out with a video about how he helped Carson because he thought it was impulsive and something he wouldn't do in his right mind because of Carson's mental issues. And Carson said he would get better and he would stop doing this. And he talked about how Carson kept messaging his fans and doing the same thing over and over, thus taking all credibility from Carson's words. I'll leave his video below. Surprisingly, MiniBorb has taken down all her tweets involving Carson, tweeting out saying that she doesn't want Carson to go to jail. She just wanted to spread awareness and give some light to the situation. She wants people to feel safe with people they enjoy watching or looking up to. I'll leave it at that. And finally, for some more lighthearted news, Donald Trump got KO'd on Twitter the other day, and as you can see here on Twitter's blog, after the tragedy on January 6th, they took a look at his account, and what do you know, he's banned. And if you try to go to his page, it says account is suspended, you know. This is pretty funny. I mean, love him or hate him, you can tell him like he got banned, I don't know. After viewing a tweet from Mudahar, more known as Some Ordinary Gamers, it has been concluded that Donald Trump tried to hack into the mainframe, make an alt account to loot the system, but Twitter still banned him, LMAO. Other than that, you know, Caillou, you know, after a long 20 years of the flashback of Mr. Clean's childhood, it's finally come to an end. I gotta say, Caillou is kind of a brat. Guess they finally taught him his lesson, and I really think that's all there is for the first week of 2021. Anything major, if I missed anything, leave in a comment below, and you know, maybe I'll do a second, like the first month of 2021, something like that. That was awful. Hopefully later in the year, it could turn around for the better, but they predicted zombies for February, so bye!